everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Triangle Strategy. Do I have 65 hours in this game? Hold up. I do. I have 65 hours in this game, apparently. I'm a notoriously slow player of games. One, I talk too goddamn much, and two, I'm just real fucking slow at things. Oh my god, we have so many character stories because we leveled people up so much. Ah, fuck. You hear water? You want to see my save time on Elden Rings? It's like 120, 130 hours, something like that. Oh my god, we're gonna have like all of the stories. Let's hop to it. We're doing side stories. I'm gonna try to not take it off of auto.
Long scouting missions sure ain't easy.
168 hours across 3 characters.
Or not, I do what duty demands.
I'm gonna have that
something?
much on one character.
No, just reckon Benedict must be relieved you're back safe and sound.
Benedict's gone.
Must he?
Of course. After all, he treats you like
Your
his
one
own
character
daughter.
was about 150 hours.
Don't know
Nice.
any parent
Yeah, I'm
wouldn't worry
definitely
over
gonna
their
be in that
child.
range.
And he's got extra cause to fret
This is
with all the dangerous work he gives you.
extra funny because Benedict left us. So
It never crossed my mind. Benedict trusts me. That's all I've ever needed.
That's so.
Do all parents by blood show concern for their children?
Wondering about yours, are you?
That's none of your concern.
Aw, Anna, don't be like
I still
that.
remember how you insisted on being a scout, soon as you were old enough. You wouldn't say why, but any fool could guess it was to find out more regarding your parents. This work's well suited to that sort of thing.
Yet Benedict refused me.
And he was wise to do so. It ain't a job for an amateur. Guess he hadn't anticipated you'd trained under Archibald.
I earned his respect when he saw what I could do. The means don't matter. Only the results.
That's actually really interesting. That's the first time we've heard that. I think that's the first time we've heard that. Don't quote me on that. And yes, I realized I took off the auto, but not because I wanted to bitch, because I think that's actually kind of cool. Because I think that's the first time we had heard that Anna trained under Archibald, and then in theory came back as not a novice, and then started working under Benedict. That's really cool. Because of the impression that I had gotten previously was that, you know, Anna was just like the always there, always trained under Benedict kind of scenario.
I have grave news, sir. The enemy has captured one of our scouts. I know our soldiers aren't broken easily, but given enough time in the enemy's hands...
This literally said a few years ago. The enemy... What enemy? There was 30 years of peace. Was it like a brigand? Like bandits or something like that? Okay, I'm immediately going into that suspicious mode. Gotta poke holes in the story. But again, right, like, when did they behind me? I love it. Love it.
The scout has been rescued and returned safely home.
Already? That was far sooner than I anticipated.
I hope my actions were not out of line.
No, well done, Anna. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Nor I you.
There's some respect there. Too bad Benedict had to go all shitbag on us.
Can't thank you enough for leaping to my scout's rescue, while Benedict was still pondering what to do. I'd pay good coin just to see that look on his face again. So, think you'll find your parents? Not trying to dissuade you from looking, mind. I'm only being nosy.
Dissuade? Is there something you've not told me?
What would I know that you don't? Just take care you don't end up regretting it.
What was that? Like a shoulder pat?
I'm this close. I can feel it.
I am somewhat interested in who Anna's parents are. That would be mildly interesting. It's just many of the stories feel very disconnected from, or many of the character stories feel very disconnected from the actual story. Especially considering the way that they are designed is they're designed to show up wherever in the story you unlock them, regardless of whether or not it makes sense, right? So, I don't know. I kind of feel like this game would be better. Like I feel like it tried to do too much with the
You hold it right there.
characters
I said
coming
stop.
out in and out and options and choices and everything like that.
What's
And
that
I kind
about?
of feel like it would have just been better if it was just a straight line story with straight line character progressions.
Ain't nowhere left to run.
Hey, what's all the fuss?
Trisha's accent
This poor
kills me.
boy stole an apple that was out for sale.
That true, you little brat? I know you can hear me.
Shoot him.
Is it?
Trish
What
going
else was I to
hard.
do? I was starving to death.
A thief, then. Justice must be served.
No, let me go.
If you want
I think it would have
fruit, buy
been
it.
fitted from having like 4 or 5 named main characters and a cast of randos, more FFT and less Fire Emblem. Yeah, I could see that, right? Like, it just needs some sort of constraints, right? I'm okay with the Fire Emblem side of things, but like, too many choices, too many branches, too many, right? Like, to do that, either you need a core, like you're saying, like a 5, or in this case a 7, right? And then everything else is kind of whatever. In point of fact, like, I would say you don't even need to have more characters. You could just have 7 units, and those units be more robust, right? Like, the depth of play of character customization is actually really shallow in this game. You could have just taken the 7 main characters and given them a lot of depth, and then had a really big branching storyline, right? But if you're gonna do so many characters and you're gonna like one or the other, right? Like it's too much all over the place. Too shallow character customization, too many characters, too many moving parts and pieces with the story, and character stories feeling disjointed, etc.
With
So.
what coin? My mom and dad died in the war. We've got nothing at home.
Just come quietly.
Is Trish got a bleeding heart?
Wait. Let him go.
And why should I do that?
Because I'm gonna pay for the apple. Now will you let him go? I'm telling you, he won't do it again. I'm taking him under my wing.
Okay.
I don't care what you do with him, as long as I get my money.
Also okay.
Just tell him we better not catch him stealing again.
Why did you help me?
That felt very...
Dunno. Guess it just felt like the right thing to do. Now, you're gonna promise me that you're done thieving. For good.
What happens when he's starving again in a day and a half?
On my
Like-
parents' graves. Thank you.
Like,
both of you.
legitimately, you didn't fix the problem. He's still an orphan with
Letting
no
him off with a
income.
mere promise. I pray he keeps it, but I have my doubts.
Right?
In a world like this, sometimes you can't help but stoop to stealing. I should know. That's how I made it this far.
Which makes no
But
sense.
it's
She
no
absolutely
longer how
could
you
have
live
been.
now. Is that so?
You damned right. Even when we were bandits, my pa always told me never to steal from the poor. I've got no need for a world where the rich get richer. So I never once thought what we were doing was wrong.
You attacked the Roselle to steal from them. And they're not exactly the wealthy. That's such a bullshit statement. This game
We're
does
noble
not
bandits,
care.
Allies of the poor and the suffering.
Bullshit.
That was the oath
Bullshit
I took, and I
you
meant
were.
every word of it.
You were literally a bloodthirsty murderer gonna put down the Rosellans because they weren't moving or reacting fast enough to you. Like, get out of
None
here.
of that
This
excuses
game
thievery,
has zero
which you've
consistency
sworn to
within
House
its
Wolford
writing
you
and
were
its
done with.
character base. Bullshit.
I know that, of course, but,
What?
Fuck off with this noise.
well, Pa now makes an honest living helping people.
Pa's
Me, on the
Pa's
other
got
hand,
back issues. That's what Pa's got.
there's gotta be something I can do to help the poor.
Yeah, win the war. Oh wait, I forgot. We're not winning. We're not even in Castle Wolford anymore. Here's a funny thing, right? The character story that we just unlocked. We have abandoned Castle Wolford. That is Oh, we're watching this in the past. That's what's happening. That's totally what's happening. Fucking shit. This game, this I actually like the character stories being kind of like just
Thank you for
whenever
joining
you
me in my
unlock them
training, Sir
feels
Flanagan.
really weird to me.
I've learned much from you. In truth, I'm grateful for any training at all. There are few of us Hawk Riders in Glenbrook.
Then let me thank you in turn for a chance to shake the rust from my bones. Seems my mount was keen to face such a worthy opponent as well.
What is his mount's name?
'Twould seem they are hawks of a feather.
You do appreciate the character stories overlap. I like
Speaking of
that
which, Sir Flanagan.
there's character stories.
I understand your
Don't get me
regiment
wrong.
of riders was the
I
Duchess'
like a lot of the
finest.
core concepts of the
Yet you
character
chose to
stories,
leave
and
your
I like that
homeland
they're
behind.
interacting with each other
Why?
in the character stories. It just feels really disjointed when the character stories are out of place, like a character's no longer
I grew
with
to
us,
see how powerless I was.
or they're in a place where we no longer have access to. We have abandoned
I
that.
once believed the
Or-
freedom Gustadolf espoused would bring prosperity to Esfrost.
A bunch of different things,
So I
basically.
And fought for the cause until my shield was stained blood red.
Basically, this goes back to my point earlier of I think if you just got the characters at set progressions and you unlocked their side stories at set progressions throughout the game that was kind of like logical points, it would feel a lot better, basically. You wouldn't have these
Hence your
disjointed
title,
scenarios
yes.
that feel very weird.
Think how many lives you must have saved.
Do not mock me. I saved no one. Pride swelled my breast with every mention of that cursed title. But in a year's time, what did I return home to find? My poor wife, wasting away in solitude in the throes of an accursed plague.
Your wife. Had word not reached you?
She mentioned in letters that she felt unwell, but never did I expect it to be so grave.
Okay, well, that's kind of
In a matter of
unfortunate.
days, she was gone. Every moment I spent protecting the people, she drew one step closer to death. And I left her to die. Her blood, too,
creepy.
stains my shield.
The water's coming back,
Sir
and our
Flanagan,
you can
I-
hear it all throughout all our pipes.
Forgive me. I
Real
did not mean
weird.
to burden you with my woes. But you see now, my title is a curse.
I'll be right back. I gotta actually
It is a
check and make sure
tragedy,
it's not
yes.
like flooding out of my
But I
sink.
cannot bring myself to believe you cursed.
Okay, kids. We good. It was just the pipes.
And you mustn't believe so either.
Well, you know. Maxwell.
That you would return to us
I
hale and
wonder if
whole.
Maxwell
'Tis a
would
much-needed
have stuck
fortune in
around if
these
we'd
trying
gone to
times.
Frost as well. I bet he would have. I bet any character aside from the main character has no say, basically.
With luck, soon my return will not be the only cause for celebration. I am glad to see you unharmed, Huet. I would choose none but you to stand by Prince Roland's side in my absence.
Thank you. However, I am afraid I have far to go before I can measure up to your legend. A legend that seems to have begun a new chapter, now that you have doffed that mask of yours. Forgive me for prying, but I must ask, why did you wear it for so long?
Truth be told, I have not thought upon those reasons for some time. When I served Glenbrook as its Master of Swords, I did not wear it.
You were Master of Swords? The Dawnspear?
Indeed. My star was rising, and I was tasked with investigating a group of nobles who were dealing in stolen works of art. A simple assignment, or so I thought. I was yet young and unaware of the pettiness of those who consider themselves to be our betters. I apprehended several of the criminals, but one escaped. That was my grave mistake. In shadows, they harbored their grudges until they exacted their revenge. But the life they took was not mine. It was my love's, the woman to whom I had promised my future.
What? I never knew.
The villain was eventually brought to justice, but no sentence could bring back what had been stolen from me.
Yeah.
Had I only been more thorough, and not been so naive, then she would still be.
Sir Maxwell, there is no way you could have known. The blame falls not on you.
Nay, my inexperience sowed the seeds, and I will reap their bitter fruit until the day I die. I swore I would never again allow someone I loved to come to harm. To ensure that, I had to discard who I was. I gave up my title as Master of Swords, hid my true face behind a mask. I spoke only with my spear.
And you were
Except you
reborn
actually
as
used
Glenbrook's
words.
fiercest warrior, the Dawnspear. Your feat surpassed the imagination of even the most silver-tongued of bards.
And then he got his ass kicked.
Forgive me. I still tend to get lost in the stories, even though you are standing here before me.
Okay,
No, I should thank you.
why'd you stop wearing the
there are
mask
few who would
then?
understand my struggles, but I believe you are one.
Because, I mean, like, that motivation still exists, right? Like, the idea of wearing a mask so that you retain your anonymity, so that anyone that is close to you is no longer harmed by your fame, right? What about that has changed, right?
House Wolfort has seen its share of misfortunes. That you all still walk with your heads held high is an inspiration to all.
That version of him died
I was
anime
brought back from
reasons?
the brink of
Okay.
death to fight by
Okay,
your
sure.
side,
Fair
to
enough.
face the dangers ahead.
Also, how's it
undaunted
going,
and
citizen?
unhidden.
Citizens
I
of
may owe
Zozo.
fate for my
Holy,
return,
hold up.
but I shall
Zozo.
fight
Isn't
tooth and nail
Zozo,
before it takes aught
am I
from me
like
again.
misremembering, or is that the
At least
town
such are the
in
things I tell
Final
myself
Fantasy VI?
in my quiet moments. I only pray the words can give me strength when it matters most.
They will.
Is that the
No
reference?
doubt you are stronger now. than
Zozo,
you
never
have
heard
ever
of
been.
it. Oh, okay.
Thank
Okay.
I no longer need to hide
The
in
real
fear.
question is how Master
I
of
will
Swords is a
not look
spearman?
away.
Well, yeah, that's fair. I wonder if when he was Master of Swords, he actually used a sword, and then after giving up the title Master of Swords, he also gave up the sword and instead moved to the spear. Y'all some trolls with that whole never heard of it. Zozo, never heard of it. Maybe he'll move on to archery now that he has died again. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Although I already got a lot of archers. I don't think I need more archers. I got 3 archers as is.
Roland, what are you doing out here?
There's hardly a better
More
place to
archers!
become lost in one's thoughts. Don't
I do
you agree?
actually really like all my archers.
I suppose.
Like, I like
However,
Trish for
if aught
her
weighs on your mind,
ability, for the
it
leap
may serve you
ability.
better
I
to
like
turn to a
Huette
friend.
because she has a lot of status effects and can fly, and
Then
that's
let
really
me
nice.
ask,
And then
do you believe
Old
me
Man
too
Archibald
immature for
actually
my
slaps,
station?
truth be told.
Not at all. Quite the opposite, in fact.
but the other nobles loved to gossip of my disinterest in politics and intrigue, and mocked my love of hawking.
You said it yourself. Gossip and sniping, nothing more. Pay no
Yeah, he
mind to
definitely
nobles and their
slaps.
petty judgments.
Yeah, in the
people
right
who matter,
situations,
your
obviously, right? Like if you
subjects
can
hold
get him
dearly in
clear
their
lines of
hearts.
sight and he's up on high ground, he slaps.
Stories abound of their love for
Um,
you.
If you can get clear line of sights for his like edged arrow, he slaps. But I've had a couple of times where he's like in low ground and he can't get a clear line of sight, and then his slow speed is just like, wow, this is painful. But in the right situations, he absolutely beats the shit out of people.
Hey, go peddle your junk somewhere else.
Otis Babotis.
And why would I do that, my good sir?
Otis Babotis.
I see no reason to forego such a bustling avenue simply to please a stranger.
Put your
A
butt down.
stranger? You're posted
down.
in front of my damn shop. You're stealing my customers from right under my nose.
Oh, I am? I'm not sure your lack of customers could be blamed on me. Surely the proprietor bears some responsibility for...
What the fuck is going on here?
What bickering is this?
None of your business, whelp. Now leave us to our negotiations.
You're so focused on
Prince
that.
Roland, is that really you?
A prince, you say? Well,
Sounds like
A
this
distinguished
itinerant
gentleman
merchant is
such
an
as
asshat.
yourself must be mortified to have your customers bear witness to this childish bickering.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. My temper got the best of me.
And you, merchant, if you mean to trade in Glenbrook, I trust you have procured the proper licenses and approvals.
You ain't even paying attention to me. You looking
the process
past me.
takes some days, you see. Pardon, your highness.
Then your business shall have to wait some days, it seems. Shall I summon a member of the Kingsguard to explain the law in detail?
No, there'll be no need of that, highness. I'll just be on my way.
Yeah, it sounds like that guy was an asshole.
Thank you, Prince Roland. Come visit any time, and I'll let you have your pick of my wares.
Bodies. Boy. You're looking forward to the day when you can listen with your right ear again? Oh no. Yeah, that does sound
Your place
really
has always been
quite
with
terrible.
your people. You could walk down the main avenue and settle
I'm
disputes with a
I'm
single
looking
word.
forward to that day for you as well.
Don't tell me you were watching. They were petty arguments, nothing more.
As petty as they might have been, you were happy to do it. What better proof of royalty is there than that?
But it wasn't because I was wise that I solved their problems. It was my name and status that lent my words weight. How do you imagine a kingdom with not a single dissatisfied soul would look?
You can hear with the right ear, but can't put any pressure or anything on it.
That's
So you've been living with a
thing to
single
imagine.
earbud in your left ear? Ugh. No.
Indeed. I suppose the best
Yeah,
one
that
can
does
hope
sound
for
pretty
is
rough.
to do what we can. While we can.
Do you have any idea
Well,
how much longer
we
the
can start
recovery period
envisioning
is?
such a nation.
I think I've already asked you
One
that,
day
so
we
I
might build
apologize
it
if you've already answered.
Together.
I like the sound of that. No doubt the answers we seek lie ahead. So long as we stay honest with ourselves.
Am I in your way? Would you like to keep eyes on the
And so
doorway
long
over
as
there?
we work
You're so
together.
intent.
You and I, Serenoa.
Yeah? Why don't you just go in there? If you're so curious as what's going on in the room, why don't you just go? Huh? Why don't you just go? Huh? Like 3 to 4 weeks for full feeling? 3 to 4 weeks? Okay, so is that like 3 to 4 weeks before you can start pushing, like listening with your right ear or putting pressure or anything on it? Or is it like 3 to 4 weeks and you're golden, and it's like 2 weeks until you can like put pressure on the ear? Cause like 3 to 4 weeks is a long ass time to be expected to not have anything happen with your ear. Holy shit.
Do you have a moment, Sheila?
Oh, Frederica.
Probably
Is
another
something
week
the matter?
before it stops hurting. Oof.
Well, I invited
Oof.
Serenoa to have
Are you
dinner
on,
with
at
me
least on
tonight.
some good pain meds or something like that?
That's
Holy crap.
wonderful. Are you cooking for him?
I am. I've been practicing with the book you gave me. I was hoping to finally show him what I've learned.
Then allow me to help. What are you making?
They gave you some good shit? Nice. Very nice. Oh, you haven't
a warm
taken any
soup
of it?
full
That's
of
fair.
meatballs.
I mean,
A hearty,
should
meaty,
probably take a
savory
little bit of it.
stew to tickle the tongue and sate the stomach. Or so the book describes it.
That sounds like quite a mouthful, in more ways than one.
The author is rather verbose, yes. Anyhow, I also want to make an appetizer. Might you be able to lend a hand?
Cooking is hardly my specialty, but
Okay.
say no more. I'd love to.
Then you absolutely should take some drugs. Oh, this
Oh,
specifically
dear.
because your head wasn't elevated?
This
Okay,
is
well, maybe not then.
disappointing, to say the least.
And we're almost out of time. Serenoa will be back any minute now.
Excuse me, Lady Frederica. Lord Serenoa has just sent word that he has been held up at a meeting. He says there is a chance he may not even return tonight.
I see. Thank you for letting me know.
It sounds like your dinner may get postponed.
A blessing in disguise. It
It-
gives us time to cook
yeah.
this again and do it right this time.
The voices, there are
Lord
so
Serenoa may not
many
even return
repeat
tonight.
use voices. Like, I was making fun of
But
the game
there is a
early
chance
on
he
when
might.
it was like, oh, that guy's Sorcely.
And
That
I
guy's Sorcely.
refuse to
That guy's
disappoint him.
also Sorcely.
Would you help me, Gila?
Of course, Frederica.
Oh.
I shall do my very best to see this through with you.
I cannot
Yeah,
thank
there's a
you
lot
enough.
of Sorceleys and Patriots. Bodis to Bodis.
The vegetables are done, though they are a far cry from perfect.
The meatballs are ready too. Now all we have to do is stew them.
Frederica, I'm back.
Oh, shit.
Oh, welcome back.
It
Uh-oh.
appears we've run out of time.
Uh-oh.
I was on my way here when something urgent came to my attention. I apologize for returning so late. I know we were supposed to have dinner tonight.
I am just happy you're here. Besides, I am the one who should apologize. I wanted to cook you a meal, but failed terribly on my first attempt, so it isn't yet ready.
I'll be right back. I'm grabbing
I'm
water
sorry,
and
Serenoa.
medicine.
Don't look so down, Frederica. I was delighted when you asked me to share a meal. Now that I'm back, why don't I help you with the food?
Serenoa.
God, if she's out some.
Thank you again for inviting me. I'm overjoyed we could spend this time together.
As am I.
I'm
I
assuming
enjoy
you
cooking
wouldn't
with you
be
as
able to
well.
have the conversation.
The time we spend together is very precious to me. I regret that my duties have been keeping us apart lately.
Ah!
But when I noticed the sky was even more beautiful than ever this night,
I got cat hair all over my face.
I hurried home, hoping we could gaze upon its beauty together.
Aw,
It's
he's so
strange.
romantic.
When I was in Esfrost, I would look up at the same sky.
Who are you looking
But
at?
it felt so much colder there. The stars seemed as if
Who are you looking at?
frozen. They did not twinkle the way they do now.
It hurt,
that
you know,
I
it
am
hurts
with
my
you,
soul
Serenoa.
when I'm not the focus of
Frederica,
your attention. When you're so
promise
obsessed
me
with
that you
your
will always stay
with
by
your
my
sister
side.
Lippo, with the Lippo bug.
I need you. Now more than
Tisk.
ever.
Y'all ain't even
Poor
married yet.
Serenoa. I wish to gaze up at the same sky,
Fuck.
sit beneath the same moon, and walk the same path you do. Together. Forever and always.
I feel cheated that we didn't get a wedding. Maybe we'll get a wedding at the end since we've gone Frederica's path. Ugh. Hair in my face. Time for some research.
What's so urgent you can't let a man sleep?
Nothing less than the completion of my groundbreaking research, Eridor.
Is Eridor gonna get him drunk again?
Oh.
Give me
Well
that paw.
now, that is
Oh.
something.
Oh.
Indeed it is. I've managed to thermodynamically stabilize the quasi-liquid film forming on the surface of the...
Yes, yes, I've heard all that. Now tell it to me in words a man can understand.
That was relatively straightforward
Right.
so
Well,
far, Eridor.
In layman's terms, I have created ice that never melts.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
See how simple.
Ice that
Did you
never
say
melts
ice
is
that
really
never
cool.
Melts? That's mighty impressive and all, but what actual good does that do anyone?
Even Eridor cannot be that thick. He's breaking the laws of thermodynamics. He's not a... Okay, Eridor might not be a wise man, but he's a... Like, he has experience running military campaigns. Right? Ice that doesn't melt is useful for a lot of different situations, not the least of which preventing certain food spoilage, right? So, like, I mean, surely Eridor can think of a couple things. Also, you know, it's already been shown that he's a lover of beverages. Like, come on.
My dear, sweet, simple Eridor.
Right?
We can use my creation to forge weapons with no need for iron.
What? I went... Isn't the obsession with salt in this world rooted in... Exactly, right? It's rooted in food preservation. Salt, well, it's rooted in food preservation, and it's rooted in the fact that, you know, salt is a necessary substance for the human body to intake, right? So, like, okay, we had real reasons, we had logical reasons, right? I'd at least have assumed Eridor would be like, my beer, but instead of going for any of the logical reasons, Caranton is going to make weapons out of his never-melting ice? What?
Sounds useful, if it works as you say. But how's the durability?
Silly soldier. Do you take me for a fool?
Of course I tested their durability. Worry not. A prototype shall arrive shortly. I bid you try it out for yourself. For better or worse, you're the most experienced soldier I know, and so I'd have you handle it first.
That sounds big and important. I reckon I'll take you up on it.
What news? Surely it's finished by now.
Afraid not. I come bearing unfortunate news from the smithy. It seemed plenty sturdy at first, but shattered the moment he took a hammer to it. He says it has a long way to go before it can be used in place of iron, I'm afraid.
It's still ice.
Preposterous! My calculations were impeccable. Surely I have not forsaken my homeland in pursuit of a fool's errand.
That's all a bit dramatic, isn't it? You can't have a breakthrough without breaking a couple of ice blades.
You still made never melting ice. I cannot believe that they're like, oh shit, it's not durable enough for weapons. Use it for something else.
You know what would wash away all that pain? A nice cold glass of spirits.
It's actually, even on the concept... He just connected the dots. Thank God.
Spirits?
Thank God Eridor connected the
That
glass.
ice of yours could chill him forever, could it not?
Thank you, Eridor. Thank you. Thank you.
Groundbreaking indeed. This invention of yours could still take the world by storm.
And I reckon the army'd have use for it as well. It'd keep our rations from going off.
We're 2 for 2, boys! What? Why were those not the initial, immediate things that were... Ay.
Weapons be damned. You've done very important work.
Okay, fine. Fine.
The fact remains that my calculations were in error. So forgive me my reluctance to.
Less sulking, more drinking. You succeeded, haven't you? Right then, this'll be my treat.
Yeah, the
I
smithy
won't be
didn't say
turning
it
in
melted.
till you
The
do.
smithy said it shattered,
Very well.
right? So
Scientific breakthroughs never come easily, I suppose. Perhaps my next experiment shall be seeing how many rounds my everlasting ice can chill. Right then, to the encampment with us. 'Tis time for a drink or three.
well, I mean, if it's everlasting ice, in
That's
theory
the
it could
spirit.
chill an
Just
everlasting
promise me I
amount.
won't have to haul your drunken ass home this time.
Oh yeah, you're totally gonna have to haul his drunken ass home this time. Tarantin can't drink for shit. Ooh. Alright. We did it! We got through all of the side stories. That was a lot of side stories. How's it going, Otis Botus? Are we ready? I'm ready. My body is ready. Let's do it. We're going in! We're in the Ministry of Magic.
Minister
Lila, sorry.
Did you use Rosellan remains to create Elfric?
I advise taking more care with your words, Minister Serenoa. You are one of the Saintly Seven.
I'm gonna put you
You
down.
have a responsibility to
You
protect
realize that, right?
Hyzan's secrets.
I don't give a
It
shit
is true.
about
You
Hyzan's
steal
secrets.
their freedom, their very lives. And you dare to call what you do healing?
Everything I have done was as the goddess willed. I call myself nothing but her loyal servant. All of us are hers to command.
No, not all of us.
Ooh.
House Wolford
Nice.
means to free the Roselle from the goddess's tyranny.
Okay, maybe don't.
Do you now?
Maybe don't spill the plan in case anyone makes it out of here alive, Frederica. You dingbat. Now we gotta
As
kill
one
everybody.
Committed to the preservation of life, you know salt should not be a luxury.
I mean, we
for
were
the
already gonna
privileged
kill
few.
everybody, but still.
Is that not what you told me? Help us. If not for the Roselle, then to change Hyzant for the better.
Put her in the dirt.
Change Hyzant? How wonderful that would be.
Then...
No.
No, I cannot help you. The Holy One would have my head for turning traitor. Besides, my hands are far too bloody to ever be washed clean.
Put her in the dirt. Ha ha! I'm looking forward to this. I have been looking forward to putting members of the Saintly Seven in the ground for a very long time. Ooh, baby, this is gonna be good. Decimate the enemy forces. What do we got? Let's take a look. This chapter kicked your ass something fierce? Oh no. Lila. Details. Okay. She's got very high magic defense. Very high magic attack. Slow. Delayed casting. Deal proportionate non-elemental damage to a target and adjacent enemies after the target completes 2 turns. Okay. She's concerning. Right. This is just a straight head-on fight. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Who is it recommending and why is it recommending them? Who do we want? Details. Anybody with weaknesses? Got some guys with wind weakness. Okay. We want... Definitely want our buddy Narv. I love my girl Piccoletta. From what I can see here, there's quite a lot of bows. No real anti archery stuff. Take Roland. We will take Frederica. There are people who are resistant to lightning here, so I'm hesitant to take Izana. There's only 2 of them, so it's probably not that big of a deal, but... potentially interested in taking Hasabara.
You got it.
I think I want to take either Trish or Archibald, or maybe Huet. Huet to do. I say that, but I'll probably just take like. I love Piccoletta. I absolutely adore Piccoletta. I love her decoy. It's done so much work for me in so many fights. I absolutely adore it. I do agree that she is not the strongest character, but I like to use her just as kind of like troll. Honestly. Creepy clown child leaving the woods? I don't think you're wrong. Truth be told. I don't think you're wrong. I think we're gonna go with... There is kind of a combo that I've been wanting to mess around with, so maybe we do that, and that
Consider
is
it done.
Archibald and Julio. But I actually don't want to drop Piccoletta, so I think we're gonna go...
Understood.
Low offense delay tactics? Yes, absolutely. She's low offense delay tactics. 100%. Yep. Which can be very meh in the wrong situations or right situations. I do enjoy Roland, yeah. I mean, Roland just has a lot of... Roland does good damage. Roland has a lot of mobility, and Roland has good uses for his action points. The one thing that I don't like about Roland's action points is he doesn't have anything... You know, like, for example, Eridor can always sprint, right? He's made of paper. He is made of paper. Yeah, absolutely. He puts out some big damage numbers. Yes. Yeah. I can agree with that. And honestly, I play with everyone. Like, I every single map, I play with different people. So, I mean, I enjoy most of the characters for a lot of different reasons. I think probably my least favorite character is Medina, actually. Not because she's not good, because her double heal and her abilities are good, but because money's so freaking tight in the game that I think she's only really useful if you buy a lot of items, and I don't want to grind out the money to buy a lot of items and also do other stuff, so I just don't get to use her abilities that much. I think we're good, though. She's expensive, but if you put the money into her, she's fucking really good. Like, she can heal people up like it's nobody's fucking business, giving people additional turns. Yeah, she's fucking good. Yeah, she's quite good.
These
but,
heretics spit in the face of the goddess. They deserve nothing better than utter annihilation.
Oh, Lila, I'm going to enjoy... I'm going to enjoy getting hurt by you first and then coming back and winning.
Minister Lila, how can you pretend the teachings are righteous when you know the truth?
Good question.
There is no turning back for me. I am Lila Viscraft, one of Hyzant's saintly 7. In the name of the goddess, I deem your life forfeit.
My turn.
All right. That's going to be the end of this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time for more Triangle Strategy. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.